Brain drain is depriving Pakistan of its brightest minds. Over 800,000 Pakistanis departed the nation last year in a quest for better economic opportunities overseas, while in the first 6 months of 2023, 395,000 Pakistanis left the country in search of jobs, including doctors, engineers, IT professionals, as well as teachers. But what is this brain drain that seems to be sweeping away the talented professionals? And most importantly, what will be the long-term consequences of this exodus? Join us as we unravel the truth behind this phenomenon and what could be the possible solutions to deal with it.
It's damaging for any economy to lose, because when you invest in education, you train skilled labor. That's a fairly large investment, and when that person exits the economy, that investment has gone down the drain.
Brain drain is the emigration of highly trained or educated persons from one country to another, usually in search of a better salary, living conditions, or professional prospects. Given that it resembles capital flight, the outflow of financial assets from a nation because of political or economic unrest, so it's also called human capital flight. And brain drain can have serious consequences for both sending and receiving countries, influencing economic growth, social development, and political instability. One such example of a developing nation that's suffering from brain drain is Pakistan. According to the UN Human Development Reports, 64% of the nation is younger than 30 and 29% of Pakistanis are between 15 and 29, an age group that we define as the youth. So Pakistan now has more young people than it ever has had, and this is forecasted to continue to increase until at least 2050. And Pakistan's median age is 20.2 years, while the global median is 30.3 years. So it's a luxury that not many countries have today, not even the most richest and developed ones. However, the unfortunate reality is that these very energetic young people are reluctant to serve the nation for various reasons. And these intellectuals and skilled people are in great demand in the developed parts of the globe because they contribute to the progress and development of societies. In fact, over 11 million Pakistanis are overseas, and this mass migration in Pakistan surged in 2022 as more than 800,000 young, qualified professionals left the country, and Saudi Arabia was the most preferred destination, attracting 514,909 individuals. And as a matter of fact, in a recent survey, over two-thirds of Pakistan's young people said that they would like to work and study overseas, and 50% said that they would not like to return to their homeland. So Pakistan is losing its brightest individuals at an alarming rate. And although having an educated and intelligent population is something appreciable, it's a serious issue for the country and has led to the migration of intelligent individuals and highly trained workers outside. And if we explore the reasons behind this brain drain, every year a large number of intellectuals and talented workers emigrate from Pakistan because there are fewer prospects there. They travel abroad in search of work to make ends meet. Moreover, over the past few years, Pakistan's economy has been shaky. As a result, the closure of marketplaces and businesses has contributed to an increase in inflation. The dire state of the Pakistani economy offers few reasons to stay. It's on the verge of collapse, with foreign exchange reserves less than $8 billion, enough to cover barely a few weeks of imports. Inflation hit 38% this year in May. Per capita income stands at $1,658. Another factor that encourages highly skilled workers is migration, is the lack of research and opportunities for better quality education in the country. Additionally, favoritism and bribery have obscured the merit-based hiring process for many occupations, which discourages worthy individuals and makes them consider leaving the nation. And the issue is currently being further exacerbated by challenging law and order situations, unhealthy workplace cultures, and an overwhelmed healthcare system falling apart at the seams due to a number of systemic issues, resulting in rampant price gouging by a predatory private sector. Now, although the effects of brain drain are obvious, nations like Pakistan consistently fail to treat this problem with the urgency it requires. Even with the recent political instability, the economic collapse fueling this phenomenon even more, a large number of working professionals and highly qualified people are looking to migrate in order to make ends meet. A similar thing happened in Sri Lanka, as the country's experts and skilled workers are departing due to the economic crisis, and the demand for new passports increased by roughly 250% in 2022 in the region. But there are a few strategies that Pakistan can adopt to mitigate its impact and retain its skilled workforce. So let's explore these potential solutions. The first possible solution in your mind would be providing the citizens with multiple jobs opportunities, right? But the government cannot possibly provide jobs to every citizen, especially when the economy is on the verge of collapsing. Instead, it can help them by giving them the skills to earn. So first, Pakistan needs to prioritize investment in education and research. By enhancing the quality of education, providing scholarships, and establishing research institutions, the country can nurture and retain its talent, encouraging them to contribute to the nation's growth. Moreover, in order to retain highly skilled individuals, the government can improve salaries and benefits for professionals in Pakistan. This can help to reduce the financial incentives for leaving the country. Ensuring political stability is also essential to retain highly skilled individuals in Pakistan. By creating a stable political environment, the government can provide a sense of security and safety to professionals in the country. Similarly, collaboration between the public and private sectors can also play a crucial role in creating job opportunities and supporting entrepreneurship. This collaboration will stimulate economic growth and reduce the urge to migrate for better prospects. Some other viable approaches include strengthening the nation's democratic institutions and governance while also enhancing its security and stability, as well as recognizing their qualifications and experiences. This also facilitates the mobility and integration of resettling immigrants and their families. And most importantly, in order to encourage and assist highly trained people to stay in Pakistan, the government, relevant stakeholders, and possible investors will need to strategically work together. And they need to ensure that the genius pool can lead productive, healthy, and rewarding lives within Pakistan. So, before the region loses all the talent they have, the government should act. And the issue is rather simple. However, the matter is whether the leadership will acknowledge it before the country loses all of its intellectuals and skilled people. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content.